Good evening, everyone. Excuse the interruption. My name is Fabian Basabe, and I'm the State Representative of District 106. I'm here on behalf of the people of Florida and as the landlord of the Coconut Grove Playhouse, the state of Florida. You're all here because you care about history. That makes you wiser than most. You understand the value of what cannot be replaced. I consider you allies to the cause. I know the frustrations of complicated Miami-Dade governing, and I also know that sometimes I'm saying out loud what many in government wish to say but cannot. We are here today because the Coconut Grove Playhouse belongs to the people of Florida. It does not belong to consultants or political insiders. The facts are clear. This is state property listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The DEP and the Division of Historical Resources issued a formal letter finding that the county's project causes an adverse effect. That letter has directed the county to retain the masonry facade, restore the balconies, salvage the proscenium arch and decorative elements, also to comply with the city's certificate of appropriateness and archaeological monitoring. These were not suggestions. They were legal directives, yet the county ignored them. They claimed compliance, while video evidence shows historic elements broken in rubble, windows left unsealed, and no archaeologist on site. Voters approved $25 million in bonds to restore a cultural landmark, not to fund a boutique venue dependent on restaurant and retail rents. The Playhouse is state-owned land, and the county is only a tenant. They have not honored their obligations of preservation, transparency, nor accountability. That is why this upcoming legislative session, I came here to make you all aware and the people aware. I am filing legislation to reassign this lease to another municipality ready to act in good faith. I'm doing this with the support of leadership and my colleagues that serve in the supermajority Republican legislature. Some of you may not know me, but I'm quietly very effective. And I have great partners in this legislative process. And I will not stop until accountability is restored. And I say this clearly so there's no confusion to anyone listening, to anyone trying to make retail deals. In the meantime, this theater belongs to the people of Florida, and it will be restored to its cultural purpose. Do not mistake the time it takes for the legislative process as an advantage for side dealings. I assure you, this is not this theater's final act. Let me close by saying openly to the public, over the next few months, let's please keep each other updated and stand together to ensure accountability. The era of neglect and broken promises must end here. And to all of you, thank you for honoring who we are and honoring our historic value and our shared commitment to protect and support one another. I also brought a dear friend of mine who happens to be one of your local residents, who is just flabbergasted by the idea that this is even happening. He started his career on a stage, which led to him being an Academy Award winner with over 100 films, Mr. Cuba Gooding Jr. Hope he didn't leave me. There he is. And please, thank you. And if it's okay, he just wants to show some support and say a couple of words because this is so important to all of us, and I appreciate you guys making the time, really.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your support.
I don't want to hold you up. Thank you for allowing me to say a couple of words. Ladies and gentlemen, I was discovered on a stage just like the one down the street, across the street from, down the street from the restaurant Green Street that my girlfriend and I go to. North Hollywood High School stage. And before that, I was a break dancer behind Lionel Richie in the closing ceremonies of the Olympics. And as a break dancer, you had a crew of people who would express themselves with graffiti. And a lot of these kids went to jail and had violent lives and whatnot. But those of us who just artistically expressed ourselves without breaking the law went on to do great things. And I think that a city like Coconut Grove, which I fell in love with, has so much expression, artistic expression. And I think the great conquerors in history like Napoleon shot off the face of the Sphinx to demean the African people in Egypt. And once you start breaking down certain things that represent what, made these great people who they are, that's when you lose society. Anyway, that's all.
Thank you very much for your comment.